Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest event in TayNinhTV province. Ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, the Provincial Party Standing Committee has regularly paid attention to directing, consolidating and improving the leadership capacity and fighting power of the party grassroots organizations, ensuring the comprehensive leadership of the party at the grassroots level, especially at the commune level.
The province pays attention to directing the good implementations of the policies, such as party committee secretaries is also the head of agencies and units. The secretaries of the party committee is also the chairman of the commune level People's Council. Party committee secretary is also chairman of the commune People's Committee and replicated in qualified places. The secretaries of the party cells is also the head of the hamlet or water, or the secretaries of the party cell, and head of the front working committee of the hamlet or water, contributing to enhancing the direct and comprehensive leadership role of the grassroots party committee. In addition, it also focuses on leadership to improve the quality of party cell activities, promptly deploy and thoroughly grasp central documents, promulgate regulations on criteria for evaluating the quality of party cell activities, and regulations on responsibilities and levels of members attending activities in assigned local party organizations. The party committee of the border guard station continues to perform well in introducing party members to participate in activities at the hamlet party cells under the border communes.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of March the 22nd, the Provincial People's Council term the 10, the period of 2021 to 2026, held its 11th session to consider and promulgate the 10 important resolutions in many fields. The delegates were divided into two groups to discuss and contribute enthusiastically and responsibly to the contents of the draft resolution presented to the meeting. The two discussion groups delegates were interested in exchanging clarifications and comments on some contents of the draft resolutions in a lively, straightforward, enthusiastic and responsible manner. And there are 14 delegates with 18 opinions contributing to the group of discussion section. In particular, many delegates pay special attention to connecting on the content of resolutions, such as resolution approving the task of adjusting the general planning for construction of Samak Boracay Economic Zone, TayNinhTV Province until 2045, the resolution approving the investment policy of the project operating and expanding Balai Street, the section from Lamvor intersection to Dai Dong intersection, and the resolution stipulating the content and level of spending to support the victims and the work of supporting victims of rape, buying and selling in TayNinhTV Province. The department's branches explained and provided more information related to the content of interest to delegates. The contents after being commented on have been accepted and included in the resolution, and therefore the resolutions unanimously issued by the meeting have had their content completed, ensuring the high visibility when brought into life. And also at the 11th section, the Provincial People's Council also elected an additional deputy head of the Economic and Budget Committee of the Provincial People's Council. The meeting dismissed Ms. Si Hun Vương Hiếu, deputy head of Economic and Budget Committee of the Provincial Business Council, due to transferring to another position. And next, the meeting was held an election for the position of deputy head of Economic and Budget Committee of Provincial People's Council, and the candidate for this position is Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thu Hương, currently deputy chief of the Office of the National Assembly delegation, the Provincial People's Council, member of the Economic and Budget Committee of the Provincial People's Council. And as a result, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Thu Hương was elected to be the position of Deputy Head of the Economic and Budget Committee of Provincial People's Council with 48 over 51 votes and reaching a rate of 94%. And Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of Provincial People's Council, congratulated their personnel on receiving the new task, hoping that they will continue to promote their specialized roles and responsibilities well. And ladies and gentlemen, after an urgent serious working session with the spirits of democracy and high responsibility, at noon on March 22nd, the 11th section, the thematic section of the People's Council of Taynan Province term 10, the tenure of 2021 to 2026 was completed, and the entire program content was proposed and many important results also were achieved. The section issued 10 important resolutions, which are the thematic resolutions in the fields of planning, public investment plans, natural resources, environment, education, training, social security and borders with a high approval rate. Recommending that the Standing Committee of Provincial People's Council, Provincial People's Council committees and delegates groups, and Provincial People's Council delegates, according to their functions and tasks, closely coordinate with the Provincial Finance Front Committee to strengthen the supervision of the implementation and organization of the resolutions. All levels, branches, and new agencies and the press do a good job of information and propaganda about the meeting and the content of the resolutions passed by the Provincial People's Council so that the people can clearly understand, correctly understand, and actively participate in implementing and monitoring implementation. The resolutions just issued at 11 sections of the Provincial People's Council term 10 are important legal pages for functional agencies to organize and implement state management tasks in the province to ensure the compliance with regulations, legal regulations, and in accordance with the local practical situation, also contributing to promoting the socio-economic development. And ladies and gentlemen, at the Taynan Children Learning Activity Center, Taynan Provincial Youth Union has just organized the 93rd anniversary of the founding of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, March 26 of 1931 and March 26 of 2024. Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Permanent Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee, Head of National Assembly Delegation of Taynan Province, attended the event. Speaking at the program, Permanent Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee, Head of the National Assembly Delegation of Taynan Province, Phạm Hùng Thái, highly appreciated the work of the Youth Union and the youth movement of Taynan Province in recent times, which has had many initiatives, excellence, and 2 consecutive years receiving the excellent leading evaluation flag from the Central Youth Union, especially in 2023. The project Lighting Up a Country Roads, Lighting Up Border Patrol Roads is honored to be one of the 12 typical youth projects nationwide. The Permanent Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee believes that the Youth Union of Taynan Province will continue to train, contribute, and volunteer in all fields, contributing to building the homeland of Taynan to become increasingly rich, beautiful, and civilized. At the program, the Secretary of Taynan Provincial Youth Union, Nguyễn Thanh Tung, gave a speech reviewing the 93rd year tradition of the founding of Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, and on this occasion, many outstanding groups and individuals were also honored. In addition, the program also awarded 7 scholarships to 7 disadvantaged youth union officials and 64 scholarships to pupils and students who overcame their difficulties to improve their studies with a total cost of more than 80 million Vietnam dong sponsored by Kiều Phan Scholarship Fund.
To celebrate the 49th anniversary of liberations of the South and unifications of the country, April 13, 1975, April 30, 2024, Taynan Provincial Party Committees will coordinate with Nhân Dân newspaper to organize another program with the theme Taynan Song of Pride.
According to the plan, the program will be held at 7:30 p.m. March 30, 2024 at Ba Đen Mountain Historical and Cultural Relics, Scenic and Tourism Area. The program is expected to welcome leaders and former leaders of the party and state, ministries, departments, and branches of the central government and Taynan Province. The program is currently invested in choreographed with 2 chapters, including Taynan Historical War Zone and Radiant Taynan with a special fireworks show. Within the framework of the program, there are also meaningful activities such as giving savings books to Nguyễn Thị Bé Secondary School, giving 10th grade solidarity houses to the Provincial Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee.
And on March 22nd, the Central Vietnam Farmer Union organized a nationwide online conference to study, to round reps, and implement the Resolution 46 of the Politburo Resolution of the National Congress of the Vietnam Farmers Union for the term of 2023 and 2028. Decision number 192 of the Prime Minister, Mr. Lương Quốc Đoan, Chairman of the Central Executive Committee of the Vietnam Farmers Union, chaired the conference. Attending the event at an connecting point, there was Mr. Lê Thị Ngọc Yến, Chairwoman of Rinso Farmers Association. The conference helped officials and farmers members master the basic content of the resolutions, thereby creating unity of the will and action throughout the association system to effectively organize the implementation of the resolutions and create the consensus, encouraging all the officials and farmer members nationwide to promote their intelligence, promote a sense of responsibility, trust, and actively participate in activities organized by the Vietnam Farmers Association organization to build a strong association and contributing to the development of ecological agriculture, modern rural areas, and civilized farmers. And on the afternoon of March the 22nd, the Meeting Committee for Voluntary Blood Donation Campaign of the Ninh Province held a meeting on preparations for the upcoming Rory Parade blood donation on April the 7th. It is expected that the program will respond to the Day of All People Donating Blood Voluntarily, April the 7th, and the Million Steps of True Love campaign, Humanitarian Month in 2024, and life-saving blood donation activities taking place at 7 a.m. at Xuân Hồng Park on April the 4th of 2024. The activities has more than 850 active participants, including officials, civil servants, public employees, the medical sector, the armed forces, the Red Cross, and school, and thereby spreading to all the people in the province also. At the meeting, the representatives of the units also participated in discussion to make the meeting a success. Ladies and gentlemen, it is forecasted that El Nino is weakened and change to neutral phase, then quickly change to La Nino this summer. And this year, there will continue to be many extreme and unusual weather phenomena. In 2023, Vietnam's weather and climate will be strongly affected by El Nino phenomenon and climate change. The year 2023 is recorded as the year with the highest temperature globally and is the second year in the series of monitoring data in Vietnam, and widespread heavy rains and floods cause a lot of damage to the people and property also. From the beginning of 2024, the natural disasters will be complicated and unusual, and it is forecasted that about 80 to 85% of El Nino will end in April-June. About 60 to 65% of La Nina will begin in July and August. The 2023 is the year that we have a very extremely phenomena of the natural and the weather unusual, such as the El Nino and change into the La Nina with very extreme damage to the people and also property. And so the people in some areas also very vigilant to the damage and the changing of the extreme weather and temperature, and also some of the disaster may occur with the many times over than 2022 and 2024. And at the conference summarizing the work of forecasting and warning of natural disaster in hydrometeorology in 2023, identifying natural disaster trends in 2024 took place in Hanoi on March 21st. The Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting has introduced an online warning system for flash floods and landslides. Detailed warning information to commune level updated every 1 hour per hour. It is an important step toward in warning of rapid and unexpected natural disaster. And regarding the issues of flash floods and landslides, the Institute of Geosciences and Mineral Resources has identified more than 492 landslide points in complex date, time, and coordinates of the slide. In particular, using remote sensing GIS technology, 34 new landslides have been identified that occurred recently, and all of these new sliding points have been updated into landslide status investigation database layer.
Ladies and gentlemen, March 21st is observed as International Forest Day to honor and raise awareness of the importance of all types of the forest. Our country has a forest coverage rate of over 42%, and recently rapidly over the past year and higher than the world average. In addition to the decision to close forests and not exploit the natural forest timber until 2030, there are many solutions to sustainably develop forests, including afforestation. Backdoor bamboo shoot giving ceremony to support poor ethnic minority in Songla region. 10,000 seedlings were given and planted with the hope that forests will soon ring the bare land and hills, and more importantly, local people will benefit from these planted forests. Its leaves can also be sown. Bamboo shoots are delicious food and suit everyone's taste. When it's become on, it can be used as a household product. This type of tree will bring benefit to the people who lives. Every year we will try to mobilize 1 million livelihood trees to give to the people. Sustainable afforestation does not stop at launching ceremony, launches, or tree giving, but must be associated with people's livelihood and daily lives. The area of Acacia Forest in Eastern District, TayNinhTV Province, has increased rapidly in recent years. Because the paper mill located in the district has given seedling to farmers after the trees are harvested, they will be underwritten as raw material for food production. Linking afforestation with consumption and deep processing is the way to increase the value and sustainably develop planted forest. Forests bring extremely valuable benefit. In addition to economic exploitation from the forest, in 2023, for the first time, 6 North Central provinces earned thousands of billion Vietnamese dong from selling forest carbon credit. Along with forest environmental service fees, financial resources from forest carbon credit continue to be a motivation for the people to keep forests, plant forests, and develop forests sustainably. Clearly, we have many advantages. If we can increase the productivities of planted forests, carbon absorption will increase many times. Those are potential radic, or is a development that minimises forest conversion and deforestation, which is also an advantage in converting carbon radic in the forestry industry. Currently, the forest area in our country is nearly 14.8 million hectares. The national coverage rate is more than 42%. It's estimates about 25 million people are getting 20 to 40% of their annual income from the forest. Raising people awareness in forest protection, creating livelihood and increased income for the people from preserving forests and planting forests are solutions for effective and sustainable forest development.
And ladies and gentlemen, Tuyên Quang City currently has 14 temples, including 12 Mother Goddess temples, and Tuyên Quang is also considered the main place of worship of Mẫu Thoại, the largest mother of water in the country. And the Mother Goddess temples in Tuyên Quang were formerly early and are famous for their sacredness in the Mother Goddess belief. And there are favorable conditions for the Tuyên Quang to promote the development of spiritual tourism to attract visitors. The festival was born and existed for a long time in association with the belief in Mother Goddess worship and was restored and held from February the 11th and held from February the 11th to the 16th of the lunar calendar every year. In 2018, the festival was recognized by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism as a National Intangible Cultural Heritage. I find the atmosphere here very grand and bustling, along with a very solemn and orderly part. Even though we are far away, we feel very secure here. Come here with a happy atmosphere to immerse yourself in the Tuyên Quang Temple Festival. The festival is also an opportunity for the people to pay their respects and show the gratitude to the merits of the Holy Mother, and it is also an opportunity for the people to come to express their aspiration and pray for a prosperous life, happiness, strength, and prosperity. Good rain, fair wind, lush and bountiful crops, peaceful and prosperous homes. And every year, Tuyên Quang City welcomes millions of tourists to the festival and shrine temples in this area. This year's festival is organized very grandly to create a tourism product, not only for the people of Tuyên Quang, but also for provinces in the north such as Hải Phòng and Hanoi City, Hải Dương, Vĩnh Phúc, and the people also come here to attend the festival which is very rich, fun, and exciting. And during the festival, there will be special activities such as opening of the festival to perform the religious ritual of worshipping the mother goddess of the three palaces of the Vietnamese people in 2024, organize folk games and cultural and sport activities. And it is also an opportunity to introduce, promote, honor, and promote the cultural values and national relics of Tuyên Quang City with the friends and domestic and international tourists, contributing to the development of Tuyên Quang province in general and Tuyên Quang City's tourism industry in particular.
That's all for today TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.